Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin by talking about the weather. It is on everyone's mind, still warm, and now adding some winds into the mix could bring some fire danger. We have our meteorologist standing by, Thomas Patrick. He's in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, what do you know? What should people be concerned with?
Yeah, so today's a high fire danger day. We have red flag warnings that are in effect from 1 to 11 o'clock today. Very typical of the summer season to see our driest and windiest days lead to this heightened fire danger. And while you might be thinking this is not necessarily the hottest of days, but this is still very much a summer weather pattern. Actually might be more dry than windy. In fact, you're probably hearing a little bit of wind on the microphone here. I'll be honest, the wind isn't all that strong, but it is the first of any kind of wind that we've felt so far today, and it only picks up, increases, and accelerates from here on out. So again, red flag warnings from 1 to 11 p.m. due to critical levels of fire danger. It's from this storm system, this cold front. When that quickly surges through the Pacific Northwest, the winds will sharply increase, especially right as that cold front passes. It looks like it is a ways away, and it decently is, because it probably doesn't pass Spokane until almost 10 o'clock tonight, but the winds will start to increase basically and accelerate into that point. So all day, all afternoon, all evening, those winds will only get stronger and stronger throughout the day. Again, it's still summery out here. High temperatures will get up into the low 80s, but with some extremely dry conditions present. That is why our fire danger is at critical levels. Hopefully this will be our last red flag warning of the summer season, because again, these windy conditions mean that any active or new wildfires would burn pretty aggressively in these windy conditions that'll be present this afternoon.
All right, my friend, and on that note, here's a heads up for those living in the 9 Mile Falls area. Avista is reporting a possible power outage around 4 o'clock this afternoon, so just under 4 hours from now. This is planned for today to try and reduce the risk of a fire starting with the current weather conditions, what Thomas is talking about. So we will certainly keep you updated as Avista continues to monitor the high fire risk, and we continue certainly to monitor that weather pattern. Just last night, Spokane police confirmed that 2 men are dead and a third is in critical condition after a shooting happened on Spokane South Hill. Spokane police say this happened yesterday about 8:45 in the evening along East 34th Avenue in Myrtle. This is near Chase Middle School. When officers arrived, they found the 2 men dead and the third with life-threatening injuries. It is believed that all 3 men knew each other. So the police department confirming no one else was injured, and they are asking anyone with information to call Crime Check right away. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office released some new details about a boat crash that left 1 man dead. Jose Gomez was a passenger in a boat that crashed just off the shores of Hope on Lake Pend Oreille. Authorities say alcohol may have been a factor for the boat's driver. Yesterday, the family we spoke with of Jose Gomez, and they are certainly, of course, grieving along with the whole community.
He's supposed to be here with me till a lot longer. He was the best person. I was so lucky to have him and him love me.
The family is inviting the community for a special service to honor the life of Jose Gomez. It will be held on October 3rd at the Elks Club in Sandpoint. The WSP trooper who prosecutors say hit and killed a person while driving drunk has pleaded not guilty. Sarah Clausen faces vehicular homicide charges related to a crash near Richland back in March. That crash happened while Clausen was off duty. It killed 20-year-old Jose Sanchez. Investigators say Clausen spent hours at a local bar before the crash. A blood test revealed the alcohol in her blood measured more than twice the legal limit. She will be back in court coming up in late October. An Oregon firefighter arrested last month while battling the Bear Gulch fire in Washington has been released from immigration detention. 23-year-old Rigoberto Hernandez spent nearly 4 weeks at the Northwest Ice Processing Center. Hernandez applied for a visa to continue working in the U.S. back in 2018, and his application for citizenship was still pending when he was arrested. He had 1 prior misdemeanor for speed racing. Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs says he will not hand over private voting information to the Department of Justice. The DOJ demanded access to the state's voter database earlier this month, claiming it's asking for the information to ensure compliance with the National Voter Registration Act and Help America Vote Act. Hobbs wrote in a letter that he has concerns that this is not the real reason for the request, but would provide selective data like voter names and addresses.
If the DOJ wants our public information, that's fine. If you want to work with us on ensuring that we're compliant, that's fine. But I'm not just going to hand over people's private information.
Hobbs says the request raises some serious legal and privacy concerns, claiming it conflicts with the federal privacy law. And voters in one Idaho community have special permission from the state to use mail-in ballots this coming November. Under Idaho code, any precinct with less than 140 registered voters can qualify for mail-in ballots. So the community of Locklead has just 13. So our news partners at the Bonner County Daily Bee say the change will save taxpayer dollars by eliminating the need to train and staff the town's polling place coming up on Election Day. The Spokane Police Department is launching an alternative reporting option for sexual assault victims. Seek, Then Speak offers victims and their support system a way to privately gather information and begin the reporting process at their own pace. It is designed for when situations don't require an immediate response from law enforcement, but SPD says to still call 911 if you are in imminent danger or if you need urgent medical attention.